Yo, welcome to the episode of Superkick Podcast. I'm your host, Reigns IP. Hope you guys enjoyed the week. I know you guys checked out War Games, Raw, Smackdown. We're going to get into it. Before we get started, though, make sure you give a coup de grace and make sure you like, subscribe, share, comment, give me feedback. Check out the reels, check out the shorts, check out the TikTok, check me out on Spotify, check me out. Check out the Superkick store. Check me out, Tabilizing the Bumps, yo. I'm going to get into some stuff that stood out to me for Monday Night Raw. We're going to get in detail with that because I get into War Games. War Games, right? So, kick off Monday Night Raw. Question that I have for myself is, why do they have Gunther question himself? Like, I don't really like that angle because I feel like it's not going anywhere with it, for some reason. So, they can get rid of that. I get, he lost to Cody Rhodes, and so he's not sure if he's really the ring general. He's trying to find that fire, that momentum, that identity of who he truly is, but it's not working fast enough. Or they just, I don't know, just not really doing enough to really help me understand why they got him out here kind of being timid against Damian Priest. I know they want to build Damian Priest, which is cool, and I want that for Damian Priest. Just didn't want him to just lose the Royal Heavyweight Championship and then go back to just being mid-card or forgotten about. So, but still, Gunther is Gunther, and I don't even they could have had him, and it was a clean loss, but it wasn't like he lost to Crossroads and got pinned 1, 2, 3. Like, it was like he had Cody in the sleeper. Cody reversed it in a way and got the pinfall 1, 2, 3. That type of thing. So I don't know, man. Change it up with Gunther. I ain't liking that. Kind of being like scared Gunther type of thing. But what do you guys think about it? Let me know. Comment below. We're gonna get into how would you book it, right? Question for you guys is, how would you book Judgment Day / Street Trash or whatever we got going on? But we know the way things are kind of shaping up is going to be possibly a split between whoever's going to side with Dominic Mysterio, Dirty Dom, and who's going to side with Finn Balor. How does this play out? You got Finn talking kind of reckless to Dom, but Dom's kind of holding his own lately. You can't talk crazy to me like I didn't already beat Damian Priest. You haven't had the chance to beat Damian Priest yet. Like, you lost to him. I think they did Dom bogus. He had beat Damian Priest and he was supposed to be number one contender. And for some reason they went into another fatal 4-way, and Dom, kind of forgot about the idea that they did that out there, right? Threw that out there. I thought Dom was gonna cost Finn and JD the titles, tag team titles, but that didn't happen. He came out and actually helped him. But I do feel like I might have been premature with that. I still feel like Dom will cost him the titles at some point. We're going to see, or as we see later on at War Games, I think in the future that we're going to get another Damian Priest Finn Balor match, and Dom will inadvertently cost Finn that match. It was going to lead more to the split. But what do you guys think about that? Let me know. The other thing that stood out for Monday Night Raw, well, the other things popped up, but I don't want to get, like I said, I don't want to get too much into it. I had to get to War Games, yo. We finally got that Women's Intercontinental Championship debut. Did we really get it though? Like that? It felt like we've been waiting on this, like we've been waiting on the U.S. title, Women's U.S. title. They decided that we were gonna tell everyone about the title before the show. Like, it only takes 2 minutes. It's only like a 2-minute segment that y'all could have did during the live show. Why not do it? It makes the title feel like it's a stepchild. Like it's straight up stepchild title. Like, doesn't really hold any value. We're just putting this out here because you guys kept begging for it. The fans kept begging for it. So here, shut up. Here's another women's title. But if you want to make the title be a big thing, you got to put it on a big enough stage so people can see it, man. Don't before the show is only like 2 or 3 minutes before the show. Y'all did that. Like, y'all could have cut some stuff out, some promos, some backstage segments, or whatever the case may be, and y'all could have had this during the regular show so people can really make it feel like it's important out there. But they didn't do it. We're gonna see who's gonna be the first women's IC champion. I'm hoping for, I think, 1 or 2 people right now. Dakota Kai, Shayna Baszler. I'm cool with both of those people. We know we're not gonna get a battle royale like they usually do. They usually they did for the world championship because they did a tournament. They're doing a magnitude of women's triple threat matches like they did for the US title. We getting that again. I think we getting that again for the IC title. So we'll see who's gonna win. But I want Shayna or Dakota Kai. Who do you guys want to be the first women's IC champion? Let me know. Comment below. We're gonna head over to Smackdown, y'all. We got this. What stood out to me from there? We had Andrade versus Shinsuke Nakamura. Why? I don't know. I guess this lead up into Shinsuke's match against LA Knight for the US title, right? And that goes back to like, we just now get that Melo versus Andrade part 7, the official part 7. Like, it's going to skip over that for some reason. I don't know why. So we're not getting that. Then, you know Shinsuke going to be Andrade because Shinsuke got a match against LA Knight. He can't lose possibly twice in a row, right? So, no. That, I don't know, man. Then we got Melo versus Cody Rhodes because they were talking crazy back and they had a little backstage fisticuffs or whatever, scuffle in the back. So we got that. So we know, once again, Melo isn't beating Cody Rhodes because we got Cody Rhodes coming up against KO. Cody ain't about to lose to no Melo. And so I don't know, man. Them taking losses like that, I feel like it hurts this match that I've been wanting for, this final match between Andrade and Melo. And I feel like, man, it's just going to die down for some reason. I don't know why. But in the match against Cody Rhodes, I've said it before, man. Carmelo Hayes be selling out here. He be selling like he's trying to sell water to a well, yo. Like, he hit that crossroad, he took that crossroads, like, and stood straight up on his head like he was a bowling pin or something crazy like that. But, man, shout out to Carmelo Hayes, man. Get him some pyro out here so he can really be official. Next thing that stood out to me from Smackdown was Kevin Owens' truth. His promo segment had me dying because it was all facts in there. Cody Rhodes, why would you team up with Roman Reigns when I was your guy? I stood by you, WrestleMania 39, WrestleMania 40. Here, let me give you a history of my history versus the bloodline. Roman Reigns threw me off of like the stands and onto a table. Roman Reigns hit me with a golf cart. Roman Reigns and the Usos gave me 20,000 super kicks at the Royal Rumble, and you were in the building at the Royal Rumble and decided not to come help me because you were too busy trying to win at the Royal Rumble. That everything Kevin Owens says just makes sense, man, and I like it, man. Like, I want KO to win because this I feel like this promo, this version, when Kevin Owens had supporting details to back up the reasons why he's a heel, and just not him just being a generic heel, like, yo, man, I hate you, Cody Rhodes, like, you betrayed me. Like, no, man, like, this is the reasons why right now I am the way I am out here, and I hate you, Cody Rhodes, right now because look who you sided with. Look, these guys were trying to end my career, and you teamed up with him because he needed help one time. What about me, Cody Rhodes? What about Kevin Owens, Cody Rhodes? Like, yo, what are you doing out here, baby? And so I love that. We continue on with the Women's United States Tournament. We had a match between Last Legend, Piper Niven, Michin. Watching the match, I'm like, man, I don't know. I would have been cool with Piper Niven coming out victorious because not only do I want Chelsea Green to win, I would have been also cool with Piper Niven, at least on SmackDown, being the first women United States champion. I do hope that she gets that. But when I'm watching this match, I'm like, man, Last Legend is going to, if she stays on the path that she's on right now, she's going to be a star. She's going to be a Bianca Belair caliber star in the E, man. Like, I'm waiting to see it, man. She got the look, she got the moves, she got the power. Like, yo, I don't know if I'm waiting for them to move her up, because I was like, man, like they were intermingling with the tag team champions and fighting against them, and then I want to say Damage Control, you know, and having these interactions with Chelsea Green, Piper Niven. Like, I'm like, oh man, the Meta Girl's about to maybe be on the main roster. You know, I was feeling good about the end. They had the match at Crown Jewel, and it looked pretty decent there too. You know, so I don't know what's next for them, but I feel like I said, man, Lash Legend stays on the path that she's on. She's going to be a star. I'm here for it. We're gonna get into who asked for this. This week's who asked for this is, man, who asked for all of this Bloodline merch, right? We got Roman Reigns, he comes back, and I'm just gonna group it all together because they all Bloodline. It's just too much, right? So Roman Reigns, he comes back, OTC shirt, right? Pow, cool. It's all right, but it's Roman Reigns, so I got one. Then Roman comes out with an OTC Yeet shirt. Why does the shirt have Yeet on it, huh, Roman? Why? That is strictly Jey Uso's shirt. It's tough. That's his saying. Let Jey Uso eat without you putting Yeet on your shirt. Then we got Sammy Uso shirt. I get why Sammy has a shirt that says Uso, but it wasn't delivered like it was delivered when Sammy got the honorary Uso shirt, man. So it's just like, I hopped on WWE Shop one day and I just saw it on. I'm like, man, Sammy Uso, like what? Like it just didn't ring off like it was supposed to for some reason. Like, but he has a shirt. Then we got the OG Bloodline shirts, hoodies, and it's like, once again, like this is just too much. And not to forget about that Jimmy Uso has a shirt. Like they're not the ones. Like that shirt too, which is dope. Like I have that shirt too as well. And it's just too much Bloodline merch. And the way they're rolling it out is like week after week. Like the shirt don't even get to like sit, you know, before they drop a new shirt. They drop more shirts than Jordans right now. It's crazy. Like it's too much Bloodline merch out there. It's just too much Bloodline merch out there right now for me. I'm not really a fan of it. And I'm not a fan of the merch saying OG Bloodline. Let it just be Bloodline, honestly, because I feel like the fans name the OG Bloodline, and the WWE just ran with it, and we haven't seen when they come out together all together. It say the Bloodline, like we see when Solo and his Bloodline come out. It says the Bloodline on there. I want to see the Bloodline versus the Bloodline. We've had Undertaker versus Undertaker matches. Let it just be the Bloodline versus the Bloodline. Doesn't have to be the OG Bloodline versus the Bloodline. Bloodline versus Bloodline. That's what it should be, man. But that's this week's Who Asked for This. Who asked for all of this Bloodline merch? I didn't. I hope you guys didn't either, because who got the money to buy all that stuff? Nobody got the money to buy all that stuff, yo. Alright, now we can get into War Games. War Games kicks off with the women's War Game match. Rhea Ripley comes out in this dope mask, and I'm like, yo, we had clear mask mommy, we had black mask mommy, now we got horny mask mommy. Came out here, right? And I'm like, yo, she about to wrestle in this mud. Like, this is crap. This is dope. Like, I'm feeling the match. I'm feeling the get up and stuff like that. Match kicks off with Nia Jackson Bayley. Nia is out there just having the time of her life out there. You got the toilet seat, people using that, putting a toilet seat on her head. She taking the stink face from Naomi. She is just having a ball, man. And it's great to see them have fun with their work. You know, like it's a different side of their personality, man. So it's cool. I love to see that. Io Sky, she comes out running to the ring. She's looking underneath the apron, underneath the ring, looking for some weapons, you know. And she finds her old, reliable, trusty trash can. But it's painted up, you know, purple and yellow, matching her colors or whatnot. And Io Sky, who's been in the most women's War Games match is about that business. That's the only reason why she was in this match, because they know that when Io comes out there, it is YOLO Io. She climbs up to the top of the ring, top of the cage with the trash can. Know she's about to do some business, but it's just setting up. It's just letting us know, like, yo, Io's about to get crazy, yo. Now, Jack. So we watching the match, and the match just continues on, and every time one of the faces do something and they celebrate a little bit, Nia just comes down, just pushing them over, just like a little big old just bully, yo. Finally, Rhea gets into the ring. She starts cramming people into the face with the mask, with the horns and everything. Cram, and then she takes the mask off. She had us all fooled the whole entire time. She was never truly injured. She wasn't injured. She had the mask for nothing. Like, I wish I was cool with the mask. Like, just give me crazy mask Rhea Ripley. Like, yo, like, I was cool with the mask, and she's still out there just doing work. I think her being out there with the mask on, her still wrestling and still doing the same stuff that she's been doing, still keeps her BA out there. Like, yo, like, she didn't need to take the mask off. She could have played into that. Match continue on. As we watching the match though, match looks kind of like I won't say necessarily painful to watch. Excuse me, but there was some botches, and it was like clear, botches and some confusion out there, because it's a match of chaos, So how can you really keep that all well planned out? They executed the plan, because the plan is chaos. It's a plan of chaos. So yeah, there's gonna be some botches, and there's gonna be some confusion, and you might hear some people calling the spots or whatever. But I mean, by the end of the match, I almost forgot about a lot of those botches during the match, because it was a lot of cool and awesome stuff that popped off during the match. Like, we get Tiffany Stratton on one side of the cage, we get Io Sky on the other side of the cage, both climbing up to the very top of it. Tiffany does a swanton, Io does a moonsault over the moonsault with the trash can on top of her, lands, both of them lands, takes out everyone. Just craziness. All of a sudden, Tiffany gets up. She has the briefcase and the trash can. Everything is about to be Tiffany time. Everything she's about to cash in. I didn't even think about her cashing in inside the War Games match. Like, I thought that would have been dope. They still could have played with that. Like, that would have been dope that she did that. But I like that they teased that though. I still got Charlotte coming back. Charlotte versus Nia Jax. Tiffany Stratton finally cashes in, becomes champion. Then we get Charlotte versus Tiffany Stratton. Charlotte beats Tiffany Stratton at WrestleMania 42 this year. That's what I got. What do you guys think? But to end that match, we finally get our altercation, our exchange between Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan. Rhea's been hunting them down for months. Almost, it feels like almost a year. It's been going on for that long. Right since SummerSlam. It's not a year. It feels like a year, but it's been a minute though. But no, this stuff been going on. It's been over a year. Yeah, because Rhea was hurt. Yeah. It's been a long time, yo. But Liv can't stop Rhea. It's Rhea Bloody Ripley, yo. Rhea hits a riptide off the top turnbuckle, puts Liv through a table. 1, 2, 3. Team Mommy wins War Games. Crazy. What do you guys think about that match? By the way, let me know. Next, we're gonna get into Shinsuke Nakamura versus LA Knight. I wouldn't say, man, that I love the new Shinsuke Nakamura. I love the look. I love the music. I love the gear. I love the vibe of Shinsuke. The makeup. The burnt eyes and mouth. Just of Shinsuke Nakamura. I want more backstory to that. I wasn't sure. If you asked me who I thought was gonna win, I would have said 100% LA Knight. There wasn't enough backstory to even build to Shinsuke coming back to even feud with LA Knight like that, And Shinsuke looked it really good during the match. He hit that reverse DDT on that steel in between the two rings. Then he hit with the Kinshasa. 1, 2, 3. LA Knight loses the United States Championship at Survivor Series. Your winner is Shinsuke Nakamura. I popped for Shinsuke winning the United States Championship. Yo, like, yo, that was dope, right? I was here for that. Moving on, we got another match of chaos. Braun Breaker versus Sheamus versus Luke Kaiser. And it's hard for me to tell if they trying to have Braun Breaker be a face or be a heel. You got the people barking with him. He's doing heel stuff because he's doing push-ups after the 1 count. You know, it's a match of chaos. You got people getting clubbed, people getting thrown into the announce table. It's just wild. It's drop kicks outside of the ring into the steps. You know, Braun Breaker spears Kaiser almost in half. He spears Sheamus crazy. Oh man, and still your IC champion Braun Breaker. When is Sheamus gonna win the IC title? Huh? When is he gonna win? I think Rumble. I got Rumble. He win it. Or you know what? I don't know if they can push this till WrestleMania, but Sheamus versus Braun Breaker WrestleMania. Sheamus win the IC title. I'll be cool with that too. With all these spears that Braun Breaker be giving, we know we had Suplex City. I'm here for Spear City. I'm here for Spear City with Braun Breaker, yo. Like he don't play games, man. That speed, that agility, that dude is a beast out there, yo. We're gonna get into this World Heavyweight Championship match. We got Damian Priest versus Gunther. And I'm like, man, I know Priest ain't gonna win. So how do we keep Priest looking tough, you know, out there and still book him to be dominant? And you give him a hurt angle, which they did early on in the show. In the match, he hurts his shoulder, appears, and Gunther starts smiling, and he's no longer crashing himself. He's back to being that mathematician that it is, that like, yo, like he finds a body part and he just works it, and he is just working that shoulder of Damian Priest. And you got Priest pulling out moves, Hurricanranas out there. You got Gunther doing got moves, got finishers out there that I haven't seen before. I'm like, yo, because I'm like, yo, in this era of wrestling with Gunther, you got people doing all type of crazy stuff. Gunther comes out there with a clothesline. He comes out there with a sleeper. And he comes out there with a powerbomb. 3 of the most basic moves out there, but it's Gunther, and he's just proficient in wrestling, and that's his finisher. I'm just good in wrestling, you know, so I can beat you like that. And this whole time match, like the match made me forget about Finn Balor in Judgment Day, you know. And you get a sequence outside of the ring where Damian Priest is out there laid out, and here comes out of nowhere Finn with the coup de grace, jump for the stairs steps onto Damian Priest. Gunther isn't happening. He kicked Finn Balor. He's helping you, but he kicks him. Maybe he didn't want the help. Maybe it's that, but he didn't want the help, but he took the help anyway because he's still Gunther and he still cares about the championship because he still wants to be champion. So I'm gonna let you know I don't need your help, but I'm gonna take it this time. But for you help me, you can get this boot to the face. And so powerbomb, 1, 2, 3. No, not a powerbomb. I think he did the powerbomb and then put him in a crazy sleeper. And Damian Priest, all that toughness, he is gonna tap out. He's gonna pass him out. And that's how we keep Damian Priest looking tough. Gunther moves on. Damian Priest gonna feud with Finn Balor, and this is where we go. You know, still your champion, Gunther. Gonna get into my super kicks of the week. I got Jimmy Uso, man. I know they're red Air Force Ones with the black bottoms. I gotta see if I can find them or if they custom. I have never seen any red Air Force Ones being that red before, but craziness. What do you guys think about that? I feel like Jimmy does switch it up with the red, because he might have some low red Air Force Ones and just for PLEs, or the these mids. So I love those mids, the straps and everything like that, because they also remind me of like Jordan. But back in the day, all white mids, Air Force Ones with the strap used to be the thing, man. You just had to been there. But these were dope. These were dope. I love these. Jimmy Uso, superstar with super kicks of the week. These all red Air Force Ones. Let me know if you guys got those. Comment below. Now we're gonna get into the man's war games match. We got the OG. You know what? I ain't not calling them that anymore. We got the Bloodline versus Bloodline. The same. Roman Reigns Bloodline versus Soul Cold's Bloodline. They come out. Soul's Bloodline comes out as a unit together. You know, you got Tama Tonga ready to start the match. He goes out there. He's crawling around the cage like a madman, just like a gremlin. But like, yo, he just brings a different type of energy, which is like, first it was comical, but now it's like he's just playing into it, man. He's just leaning into it, and it's cool to see. You get Roman's Bloodline. They come out. You got Sammy comes out, Jimmy comes out, Punk comes out, Roman comes out. What? Then Jey Uso comes out through the crowd, and that it puts add to the layer to the story. Like, are they really a cohesive unit, or are they all individuals? You know, because they came out separately in the order that they came out. Once again, Jay comes out after Roman. He came out after Roman at Crown Jewel. He comes out after Roman at Survivor Series. Maybe because Jay has the bigger pop. We'll see. But that was the case. Watching the match, and I'm like, yo, like, Jay, he's doing his thing out there, but he's doing Jey Uso stuff. Jimmy comes out there pulling out moves, corkscrew moonsaults out there, and going in his bag. But Jacob Fatu is Jacob Fatu, and when Jacob Fatu comes out there, and he lets you guys know who he loves. He loves Solo. I love you, Solo. And he comes out and he's doing stuff that someone his size shouldn't be able to do. That agility, that power, that burst of speed that he has is just crazy. Get into it. But I'm watching the match in the OG's Roman's Bloodline as he sits back in the cage, and he's watching. They're just taking a beating. They can't handle. They can't stop them. They can't control Tama Tonga, Jacob. We got Bronson Reed out there, Tonga Loa out there. They just doing work to them. It is just crazy. Then CM Punk comes out after they had a little interaction between Roman and Punk and confusion. Punk slips. Roman get ready to come out. Punk says, "No, I'm coming out." And Punk comes out with his toolbox and he's smacking everyone in the head. And the number one rule for fighting Samoan is you don't hit a Samoan in the head, because it wakes them up and they become crazy. And he does that to Jacob, and it takes him out. And so much just craziness is going on. You get Roman Reigns laid on top of the table. Bronson Reed climbs to the top of the War Games cage, gets ready to does a tsunami. Punk saves Roman Reigns. Like, yo, we don't know what happened. We don't know what's gonna happen, because Punk had took a spear from Roman inadvertently. You know, you got Paul Heyman. They look like Punk and Roman's about to fight. You know, butt heads together. You got Paul Heyman comes out and he's like, yo, we gotta work together. We need the unity out here, or we will get squashed. It's just War Games. And that wakes up Punk and Roman, because these are Paul Heyman guys. Not just a Paul Heyman guy. This is a Paul Heyman guys. This is Punk and Roman Reigns out there. And yo, it's just so much crazy stuff that is just going on out there. It's wonderful to see. You got, looks like Jacob took hurt his knee out there. You got Jimmy climbing to the top of the cage. You got Jacob Fatu on the table. Jimmy hits a Uso splash on Jacob Fatu. The only person left standing is Solo Sikoa against the rest of the bloodline. And Roman tells him, man, you got to just acknowledge me and it can all be over. And Solo goes out like Solo Montana Solo is Scarface out there, and he takes super kicks, Hulula kicks, GTSs, and the spear, and the 1, 2, 3. Roman Reigns and the OG Bloodline wins the men's War Games match. I love that ending. I love that ending for Solo Sikoa. Like, yo, the way, like, it just reminds me of Scarface, the way he went out like that. And they win. They're victorious in War Games. And it's like, what's next for Solo's Bloodline? What's next for Roman's Bloodline? What's the favor that Paul Heyman went out? Oh, CM Punk now. Like, what's the favor? They mentioned it so much during the match. You know, what is that favor? What do you guys think that favor is? That now Paul Heyman owed CM Punk? Could it be that Punk's gonna tell Paul Heyman to leave Roman Reigns at some point? What do you guys think? Let me know. What do you guys think about War Games overall? Are you guys ready to go to the Royal Rumble? Well, we gotta get to the Saturday Night Main Event. But how do you guys feel about War Games? Let me know. Comment below. Until next time, make sure you GTS that subscribe button, like, comment, feedback, reels. Check them out. Check out the shorts. Check out the TikToks. Check out the Superkick store. Check me out and tell me like some bumps. I didn't hit the microphone with my face. Until next time, man. Adios. Peace.